All right, artists, grab your styrofoam plate, some water, a sponge, washable markers, and some paper. Let's go ahead and get started. So for our pop art prints today, what I want you to do first is go ahead and color in your entire plate with your markers. Now, you can choose how you want to fill it in. You do not have to fill it in exactly how I am doing it right now, especially because I'm sure your cupcake looks different than mine. You're gonna go ahead and make sure you fill in your wrapper, your cupcake top, your background, your table, your icing, your toppings, and whatever else you have in your background. So go ahead, take some time, fill it all in. Now, once your tray has been completely filled in with color, what I want you to go ahead and do is grab a sheet of paper. You're gonna take the sponge and some water, and you're gonna go ahead and get that paper just a little bit wet. Not soaking wet, but a little bit damp. So you can see here, I'm gonna grab my sponge and just kind of rub it on top so my paper is slightly damp. Then I'm going to put it on top of my tray, my styrofoam tray of my cupcake, while it's wet. And then as soon as it is on, I'm gonna press it down. And I might even take my sponge and run it over again, soak it up with some of that water. We're actually transferring our marker from our plate to our paper. So we gotta make sure we apply a little bit of pressure, maybe a little bit of extra water, to reveal a beautiful cupcake print. Now here's the coolest thing about printmaking, artists. You can just go ahead, wipe down your plate, and start all over again. So grab your markers, go ahead and fill in with some different colors this time. Same print, different colors. Yeah, that's right, we're totally channeling our Andy Warhol pop art style here. Now I'm challenging you, artists, to definitely try and make sure you're creating a variety. Just like we talked about that wonderful word when we were drawing our cupcakes, we want to make sure that we're seeing a variety of colors here, right? That's the fun of our pop art prints. We see the same print, just the different colors, like I just said. So again, challenge yourself. What kind of flavor cupcake could this be? Mine started off, I had a vanilla one, and then I decided this one's going to be a chocolate one. What about your icing? Or maybe the toppings you have on? How could they change a little bit with the colors that you choose to do? Same with your background and your table. Have some fun, experiment. Now watch again as we go through the process of transferring our marker on our styrofoam plate to our paper. Again, get that paper just a little bit wet. Not soaking, just damp. And once you have your paper a little bit wet, go ahead and place it on top of your styrofoam tray, your cupcake, and then again, hold down, apply some pressure, maybe add a little bit more water. You can just kind of take your sponge and rub it on the back. If you don't have a sponge, maybe you have a paper towel, you can always do the same for that. All right, beautiful. We created a second print. Now, artists, I want you to go ahead and do this 3 times. You may even be inspired and go ahead and want to do 4 times like I did. Remember that printmaking, the more you do it, sometimes you might get a better print the more that you go. I'm going to go ahead and show you here. This one I think is my favorite print that I made. So experiment, have some fun, make at least 3 prints that you can send to me for me to see. And artists, I can't wait to see what your pop art cupcakes look like.